Hey everyone, Soul here. So I got a request for doing Ultima premium deck profile. Someone asked me that, hey, I just bought this Ultima deck. I would like to try it out in premium at 800 suggestions because it's the only deck I have got. So for Ultima premium deck profile, it's kind of hard because the G era cards are a little bit tougher to find, but you can kind of make it work with the new premium collection strides and the previous premium collection strides, because you will only need them to like perform every single action. But the G cards are pretty tough to find, and even if you find those Altmile G cards, they are not that worth it because it's like plus 5k increase in your total shield. But still, let's just go for it. So we're playing for a starter, a normal one, because you guys only might have it. Just to keep in mind, this is not a deck profile for the people who are very much into the game. It's only for the new players. But if you're looking for a very proper Ultima deck profile, this is not the one for you guys. I'm just trying to help out the people who are kind of new, but that's also very tough to do because the G cards are kind of sold out. But yeah, so starter, normal one. And yeah, so for our grade 3s, we are running 4 Aerial Diviner. Ultima is your main card. You want to keep on spamming this card again and again so you can use your strides in a very effective manner. I tried other ones and kind of didn't work out because the backup grade 3s also we are using Altmile. When I say I tried using other cards instead of Altmile, what I mean by that is that I tried using the trial deck Altmile, but it may be sold out again, and I don't know if it's available. And also I tried to do Alfred for the G cards, but not that worth it. Just go with the whatever you use in standard, which is Blue Sky Knight Ultima and Aerial Divine Knight Ultima, because their skills are pretty important to use with the stride. So Aerial Divine Knight will give everything plus 10k and plus 5 shield. I mean all of your grade 2 units, and if he is in a soul, you will get a plus 1 crit. And to get one Ultima in a soul could be kind of easier. I'll explain it later. Not that easy, but still. Then the other skills, like you can counter blast 1, soul blast 1, call up to 1 grade 2 for each from your deck, or a drop zone to your rear card. Now for Blue Sky Knight, which is basically you counter blast 1, discard something from your hand, call up 2 grade 2s, reveal them and put them into your hand, and you can suffer your deck. So that's the skills for our grade 3s. Now for our grade 2s, if you can get this card, I hope you do, which is Knight of Twin Sword. It will enable like some multi attacks during the battle phase. It's an old G guard card, which is also from a trial deck. If it's last time I checked, so many shoppers were like selling these cards, but if it's sold out, then you can still go with your normal one, which is Sage of whatever the name is, Theon, for some power. That's it. Yeah, for that, now we are running our other 4 grade 2s, which are which is Luard. Luard is a pretty important card, which you can do counter blast 1, search for something else, put it on the field. It will help you a lot for searching. It will help you a lot for toolboxing. I would say this card, this deck is really good, and when I say really good, I mean interesting to play, not meta. It's very fun to play because your toolboxing options are just so many. Like, I love it. Now we are playing 4 of Starlight Violinist. Now the thing is, even though we are playing premium, we have no other ways to make our grade 2s powerful. Starlight Violinist really helps with that because you can do something boost, and then you can call out really good grade 2s, and because of strides you will also get some power and intercept. So worth it, very worth it. Older support is good, but like you may not have the access to it, which is kind of sad, but this is what it is. Now we still have the soul issue, so we are using Akane and Pongo combo package. So for Akane, 2 of the Akane for that. Now this card is, in my opinion, not really that useful, but can help you out sometime, which is for Slimer, which is your really good Vanguard target. If you can use it, you can search for Altmile. Now, other cards are a little bit older, so this is the best option according to me right now that you can use to bounce off your cards back and use Altmile, or you can spam Altmile. Our main function of this deck is to spam Altmile with the Stride to kind of win, because we are playing the previous Stride from the premium collection, which is gives power. So yeah, we should spam as much Altmile as we can to get that marker, also the +1 crit. Now for our grade 1s, this is a little bit of a different kind of different sleeve, so you guys can kind of understand it. This is our older Sizzlers. So now this is available in the Revival collection. It came out in Revival collection as a reprint. If you can get it, it's a very important card. If you don't, then just play the older one, but then it will be just like playing normal, like standard Altmile cards with your Strides. But this card is really good because you can literally do straight up search. Instead of doing a top 5, you can just put you can just choose one grade 3 to reveal it, and then you can search a grade 3. Now you guys will be saying that, oh, what's the point, because we already have only Ultimates in this deck, right? The thing is, sometimes you get normal Ultimates, sometimes you get the Aerial Divine Knight. Our main purpose is to be on the Aerial Divine Knight, and also we want to consistently have it for the next turn to ride it. So whenever we Stride, we have to discard one grade 3 from our hand, and we don't want to do that because we really want to use Altmile to get those markers, get those criticals and everything else, and those our grade 2s and stuff, right? So this card is really good because it will help you to pay the Stride cost. Yes, we are running the new critical triggers, but as I said this in my Aqua Force video, that just because you have another option doesn't mean you just discard the one you have already, because you can use this card in a multiple ways. You can either use it for the Stride cost, you can also use it for the search for your Altmile. So this is an important card. Don't just throw it away because we have a new critical triggers, because this card can be very useful sometimes. Now we are playing 2 of the Felix. It's just a trial deck card, so you should have easy access to it, and if you have already built your Altmile deck, then you already have it. So kind of useful to get your other cards back. One really good thing I like to do is that I like to use my Sizzlers twice. I would be doing this, and then I would use this card, bounce him back, and then next turn I will use it for my Stride cost, or I will use it for search again. So basically I will start right, if I have a different grade 1 here, I will place this card, do my search, and then use this card at the end, Soul Blast 1, bounce it back, and then for the next turn I'll just use it for my Stride cost. So that's why 2 of Felix. Oh, this one just fell down, so now for our last grade 1s, we have 4 Pongo. Again, as I mentioned, we have the issue of souls in this deck, so we have to play Pongo. It's kind of sad, but we have to do it. Now for our triggers, we are playing the previous premium collection older Amulet Pure Ego, then our latest premium collection critical trigger, which is you can use it for the Stride cost. Just as I mentioned again, just because we have this doesn't mean you just ignore Sizzlers. Very important, so play it. Now we're running 4 of Flash Shield Assault and 4 of Healing Pegasus. Now what I noticed during the your strides, which are your great force, it can be kind of hard to acquire them, which is, a little bit sad, but that's what it is, and we have to compromise it. But yeah, so we will start out with our latest stride, which is Holy Dragon, Crystal Luster Dragon. Now you can either play 4 or you can play 2. I'm playing 2, and I'll give you another option, even though I don't have that couple. I'll pop it on the screen, but you can play 2 of these, and then you can play 2 of the fetus. This card is kind of older, so if you don't have it, you can just play 4 of your Crystal Luster. So Crystal Luster kind of synchronizes very well with the Altmile, but you may be going for like, oh, what's the point, because you're only doing using the same skill again and again. But if you look at the GB3 skill, it says if you have 3 or more grade 2 or greater units, when your opponent would cut a card from his or her hand, he or she must call 3 or more at the same time, which is basically variance hard leg in Altmile. So it's kind of deadly, honestly, because your stride will have Altmile skill, which will give plus 10k to every single grade 2. Also a critical, because you will ride it. So like, if you really cannot get the fetus, play 4 of these. 4 of this will work out really good, because you will always go into this, you will try to spam it again and again, and try to win the game on this card. In my opinion, it's a very good card and you should use it. Now we're playing 4 of Divine Knights of Twin Absolute Saint of Twin Sword, which is our way to get power. It's our way to get power, and after you have many cards faced up in your G zone, it will get bigger and bigger. And keep in mind, we have so many grade 2s in this deck, we can spam it all again and again. So important card, very important card, always our finisher, and it's available in the last premium collection, so you should be able to get it. Now we're playing 2 of these 2. Honestly, these are just for flipping. You can just play Cyclone, but sometimes this card can be useful. This is not really useful. Like, we have way better cards. Never use this too, like I never did. They're just for flipping and whatever, so like that's fine. Just use Cyclone, because Cyclones are available. Cyclone, you can easily get Cyclone, so if you cannot get these, use Cyclone. But if you can get these, they are kind of cheaper, so you're just taking those cards to flip. So if you can get this for cheaper, just go for this one, because this may be super cheap. I'm really not sure though. Now we're playing 1 Agnos. This card is a solid utility card. Sometimes can be useful because we want to fill up our board, and sometimes we brick. So sometimes we don't have enough cards in our hand, or like enough searchers in our deck. Enough searchers in our hand. For example, Luard and all those things. So this could be useful because it says Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, call as many cards from your hand to rear as possible, and you can draw 3 cards. Now you don't have to call a lot. You don't have to like lay down your entire fucking hand. You should not. Just call something, because that card will search up for something else, and you will be able to fill up your entire board in Altmile. It's not that hard to do. So Agnos will help you to draw 3 more cards, which will help you to survive on other attacks. So that's fine. Ultima, I don't think so you need this, because this deck is not that great. I don't think so you should buy Ultima at this point. 1 Dismal if you want to protect something. Now I would say the G guards in this decks are really hard to get. I would rather not. It's very hard to form an opinion about G guards, because Ultima G guards are kind of trash. You will just have plus 10k plus 5k body on it. So yeah, so let's just start with it, because we're playing 2 of these girl, plus 10k for something, and then it's just like plus 5k extra, to be honest. And then this doggo, which is again plus 10k. We don't have enough really good G guards. If we could play Alfred, we could use Maron to cheese out, you know, a grade 1 unit. But yeah, this was Z-Guard. Now, this deck, it's kind of hard to build around if you just bought it, because if you are just trying to get into premium with this deck, you may find cards that are already sold out and stuff like that. So yeah, but I tried my best. If you guys really liked it, please like this video. I know some people might be pissed off because this deck isn't the one they really wanted, but this was a request for a new player, so that's the reason why. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.